Yep. Okay.
Very. Yes.
Yes,
Go
I'm
ahead.
fine. I don't know whether Lillian, you feel that reader need. I don't think he needs an introduction, but a couple of things that might be fun, as you were saying, Rita. You're into business communication. That's the big thing, and you're at Worms University in
It's true.
Heidelberg, and
That's
your
true.
library is behind you, and like mine, it's a big one. And you also I noted did your master's in applied linguistics, so you're a linguist and a cultural trainer, and you did that at Heidelberg, which is my favorite German city. I still remember the bridge and everything; it's really beautiful. And then of course you did the a TEFL qualification at University of East Anglia, where my son went in the UK. And of course, the personal link between Rita and myself is that years ago, I can't quite remember when, I've been looking for it, Rita attended the BCTC, the Business Cultural Training Trainers course, which I still run at International House in London. And that's where we got to know each other. And I'm delighted that he's done so well since, including a wonderful presentation at the recent conference online. And hopefully again today. So Rita, on Arabs and Muslims and working successfully with them, and I work a lot with the Middle East, as George does and others. Over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Barry. Yes, I think it was 2011 when I did the course.
2011, I'll note it
That's
down.
right. Yeah, it's been an eternity,
It
right?
has, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So working successfully with Arabs and Muslim.
Mm.
All right. So this is me. I'm going to keep it short and simple, not to say straight and stupid. My name is Rida. Family name is Mejri. I got a master in applied linguistics. Grew up bilingually, biculturally, Tunisian and French. I teach at the Worms University of Applied Science. I'm a senior lecturer for business communication and cultural management. I'm also a company trainer and consultant. All right. So this is the biggest challenge, how to squeeze working successfully with Arabs and Muslim in 40 minutes. So we usually do this in 2 days minimum. Anyway, so let's kick off. When is Ramadan this year? So Arabs are all the same, Monday. What is Eid? What is Hajj? Excuse me, Mr. Mahmoud, but what is your Christian name? Turks and Iranians are Arabs, aren't they? All Arabs are Muslims. All Muslims are Arabs, right? All Arabs live in the desert and ride camels. Well, if you ask these or similar questions, don't go to the Arab world yet. Attend similar webinars or workshops. So this is what I intend to do, hopefully today. I'll talk a little bit about the Arab world. I'll talk a little bit about Islam and religion. Then I'll say something about communication, Arab mindset and values. We'll do a couple of exercises in the sense of, kind of quick multiple choice exercises, case study, or critical incident. And at the end, I'll talk a little bit about marketing faux pas or blenders in the Muslim or Arab world. And I'll show you some successful marketing campaigns. So what do people usually associate with the Arab world? Can you write something in the chat? So I did that on purpose. What do people usually associate with the Arab world? Not you personally. We don't want to reinforce stereotypes here. All right, any ideas? Okay, someone said mosques. Okay, yes, all right. Anything else? Okay. Oil, yes, okay, good. So I'm going to share this with you. These are the pictures that probably come to your mind, Some people think about oil. That's what Ian said. This picture was taken in Tunisia with the game over, where the Arab Spring started, or what some people might call nowadays the Arab winter. Prosperity, this is Burj Al Arab in Dubai, desert, and so on and so on. Camel, probably terrorism, right? Yeah, we had here camels, desert, Dubai. Yeah, many countries with war. Exactly. So actually, the Arab world is a very diverse place. And I even dare to say the Arab world does not exist as such. where is the Arab world, right? So the Arab world stretches from Morocco across northern Africa to the Persian Gulf. So the whole area is known as the Middle East and North Africa. You probably have heard this word, MENA region, right? Middle East.
Mhm.
I don't know whether this is a good name, because back in the days you have the Far East and the Near East, and then, okay, something was left, let's call it the Middle East, MENA region. Arab countries are religiously and ethnically diverse, with Islam as the main religion. I mean, most Arabs speak Arabic, obviously, and they are Muslim. So we can split the whole Arab world in probably 3 regions. The so-called North Africa, or Maghreb, that means literally sunset. The counterpart would be the Levant, or Mashraq, this is sunrise. And then you have the Middle East. So basically 3 regions. All of them, they feel Arabs, of course. But then again, there are different differences in regions. So North Africa is not Levant, it's not the Middle East, right? And even within the same region, there are some differences. So Morocco is not Tunisia, and Algeria is not Mauritania, right? So, and the Middle East consists of the Gulf cooperating countries, the so-called GCC. This is a kind of economic cooperation, if you want. And the members are, you know, the rich Gulf states like UAE, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and so on. Okay. So approximately 465 million Arabs worldwide. And the Arab world, of course, includes Muslim, Christians, and Jews. As a matter of fact, in Tunisia, there's an island called Jebba where you have a small Jewish Tunisian community, or Tunisian Jews. 10% of the population in Egypt are Coptic Christians. I mean, if you're smart enough, you could see the names and you could tell. For those of you who've been to Egypt, if you see the guy's name is Michael or Georgios or Nancy, and then, yeah, and most Egyptians are called either Muhammad, Ahmad, or Mahmoud, right? So actually Arab, I mean, how to define an Arab? I mean, it's like defining an American. It's not a race here. So basically, Arabs are people who shared, who have a shared history, base language, and a culture, right? And usually we say any person who adopts the Arabic language is typically called an Arab. So this is a map of the Arab world. As you can see, this is North Africa. These are the Levant countries, and then you have the GCC, or the Gulf states, 22 countries. So can you write in the chat quickly, which countries have the largest Muslim populations? This is an easy question. All right, Indonesia. Some people say Saudi Arabia, question mark, Indonesia. Okay, Indonesia a couple of times. All right, very good. All right. So as you can see, Indonesia is the biggest Muslim country. And if you look at Arab countries, you might find 3, Egypt, Algeria, and Sudan. And the others are non-Arabs. Okay, so bottom line is not all Arabs are Muslims, and not all Muslims are Arabs. And actually the Arab world is a minority in the Muslim world. The Arab world consists of 22 countries. I think the Muslim world is about 56 or 57 countries. So let's talk a little bit about the language very quickly. The language, yeah, I mean, for those of you who are linguists among you, this phenomenon with the Arabic language is called diglossia. So that means you have a high variety and low variety of the language. There's the classical Arabic, which is the language of the Quran, and that sounds like Shakespearean English, if you want. And there are various regional dialects. And what happened is there's a new variety of the language called MSA that is officially used in the media, like in Jazeera, for example, right? And this is called Modern Standard Arabic. So that means if you study the language, I mean, you study a language that you don't speak at home. So people who go to school, even in Tunisia or Algeria or whatever, they study a language that they don't speak in their daily life. But in the language of the books, for example, yeah. So if you buy a newspaper in Beirut or in Marrakesh or in Doha, everybody can read it. So let's go move on a little bit to communication. And what could your Arab business partner mean with the following statement?